around, you go drinking Orval in the morning.
Well, first of all, I have
Nobody did that before.
I have no choice. Belgium decides, but it is interesting when we go to Standard games.
Yeah.
I have 4 guys around me and no one around Yves.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you know, I don't think they dislike me that much, so why do I need the 4? But I did get attacked by a Belgian.
Really?
By Yves Leterme.
Oh, really?
We were at the first Standard game we went together. Mm-hmm. Standard needed to tie to make it to the next round in the cup, and they were down 1-0. The whole game, and he's there. He's just, I felt terrible.
Furious.
He's just dying inside. And they pulled the keeper for the with 94th minute. They took the keeper out, and the keeper scored on the last play of the game on a header. And the place went nuts. And Leterme grabs me, and we go flying into Didier Render's wife. And I'm on the floor.
Didier Renders has a wife? That's news. I didn't know that. Okay, yeah.
I'm on the floor. He's on
so that's
top.
a trio. You two guys. Was it fun? I know about Liège. It's the hot city, but that's hot.
I didn't know about this.
Yeah, well.
I had Yves, so I turned to my security and I said, I finally got attacked by a Belgian and you guys did nothing. So there you are.
And they left you alone.
That's it. That was it. It was a great day. But that's what happens in Belgium every day where we are. It can be, it can be. I have a confession actually.
Oh, really?
The Fisherman Museum in Kokside and the brewery in the Stella Artois Brewery.
Yeah.
Told me that if I would mention that I've been there on this show, Kokside would build a monument to me.
Okay.
And Stella would name a brand.
I thought they would give you shrimp for the rest of your days.
So they'll give me a monument and they'll name a brand, but I think that's not proper to do, so I will not do it.
Okay, good, good. We have some footage of you visiting the Als Carnaval.
It's the most amazing afternoon. I can't understand why every ambassador isn't here. This is the best.
But weren't you amazed? I mean, in the Als Carnaval, you see like top politicians and the mayor of the city as huge statues, mostly with big breasts, been dribbling around the city. I mean, if you would do that as a mayor in a town in America, you would be arrested for the rest of your days.
So I just meet the mayor and I have my official visit and we shake hands and it's exchanging books and it's wonderful. 3 minutes later, she's in a bikini, huge like this, and so I'm talking the entire time like this. And what's next? Peter de Creme in a pink tutu. And there's no way to look like a very distinguished ambassador.
Nice outfit, nice outfit. Good camouflage.
It's a great carnival, but we've had, you know, we were there, we were in Banch, we threw, with the Gilles, we threw oranges in Banch, we were in Heradsbergen, we threw crackling, you throw food all over Belgium.
Yeah.
You
but
always throw food.
I mean, there's the carnival of the Mardi Gras in New Orleans. Is this comparable to the carnival in Aalst?
I think it is, but we've been to a lot of carnivals here, and everyone is really special and spectacular, one after the next.
They all have their reason. Heradsbergen is history.
Yeah.
Aalst is...
Heradsbergen. I like the way you pronounce it. Heradsbergen. Heradsbergen.
Okay.
It sounds better than that. We're going to call it from now on, it's called Heradsbergen.
So when
we have the wall from Heradsbergen.
When I spoke Flemish in Mortsel, they subtitled me.
Yeah, live.
They subtitled me when I was speaking Flemish, and they said if I'd been from West Flanders, it would be. So that's called Washington, D.C. Flemish. Yeah. That's what I speak.
In fact, you are a dentist.
Yes, I am.
Is this a big change to be now the first lady, the ambassador's wife in Belgium?
Yes, it really is. I was a dentist for 27 years, and 5 days, I worked till 5 days before we moved to Belgium.
Really? So what's happening to the office? Is other people taking it over?
I have a partner. My partner's taking it over while I'm here.
But do you receive customers in the embassy?
You know, if it's really an emergency.
You're still drilling once in a while.
I might have to use a fork, but yeah.
You have met so many Belgians in 1 year time. We have a couple of photos. Can you remember who these people are? On the left, the lady in the red dress. Remember her?
Is that Hoodoo? I can't say
that's
that.
Hoodoo. Yeah, Hoodoo from Heradsbergen.
I always get myself in trouble. I meet them first, I get pictures, and then they say she's a sexologist.
Yeah. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that.
No.
She's also a talk show host.
My wife didn't know that one either until this show. Thank you so much. There you go.
And here's another one. You know here's the one in the middle.
Natalia, yes.
Yes.
Amazing.
Oh yeah, no, we had a wonderful time with Natalia.
Have you seen her in concert yet?
We actually saw her before we came to Belgium. I don't know what show, but I had seen her on a show. And so I was putting together a national day. We actually ended up with having Boogie Boy and a performer from the U.S. So we talked to her about it, and she was busy that day, but we've gotten to see her here.
Yeah. You, of course, are friendly with the president and his wife. Do you have his phone number, his direct phone number?
Well,
like mobile phone?
It's not like a bad phone, but you can call the White House 24 hours a day. Now, if you call, they may not put you through. If I call and say I really need to speak to him, but you know, he's kind of busy, so I haven't really done that.
Yeah, but you don't have the mobile number on you, so that would be fun to phone Barack Obama. Say I'm the Belgian Bozo, whatever. But how often do you see them?
So I was back in Washington last week, and you asked C, so I'll tell you the truth. I was back in Washington last week for meetings at the State Department and the National Security Council and our Department of Transportation. And I had a meeting with David Axelrod, who's his #1 advisor. But I knew the 2 days I was in Washington, I saw Obama's schedule, and I knew he was booked the entire time. But when you meet with David Axelrod, you're right outside the Oval Office. So I was standing there. He had a meeting he was at his desk, and 2 people were in the chair. But Dan Pfeiffer, the deputy press secretary, went in to see him, and so when the door opened, he was on the telephone with 2 people there, but he happened to see me standing there, so he starts waving. He's on the phone. I started waving back. I said, if they asked me in Belgium if I saw him, well, I saw him. We didn't actually talk last week, but I did get to see him.
But you were on good terms.
He's a wonderful man, and he is, when you're a friend with Barack Obama, he's a wonderful friend.
Yeah.
So
Is he coping because the polls are down a bit for him? I mean, it's always when the president is in office for a year and a half, then the fun is over and then the polls go down. Is he worried about that?
Beforehand, before I went back, I doubted it because I often say to people, he's the only one I've ever met who has no blood pressure. The man is just always calm. He doesn't, you know, when he moves around, his suit never moves. It's always perfect. It's so, but
the man whose suit never moves.
But I asked David Axelrod last week, is all of he's doing so well, and yet he gets attacked, and attack isn't getting to him. And he said he's as calm as he always is.
Let's have a look at the embassy in Brussels. It is. We have a little tour that you made with a camera crew.
Let me show you around the house. This is the first floor of where we live. We have our flags, as every good embassy would. We would eat in this dining room for a formal dinner of 4 people. When it's us and our son, we eat in a small little table on the 3rd floor. We love it. It works for us.
It's like a Manhattan apartment upstairs, so it's, you know, it's got a few rooms and a family room, and you know, it's really nice.
Yeah, it's really nice. It's a palace. But don't worry. But to have some privacy and some intimacy, you just dine together with the. You have 2 sons.
Yes.
But are there always security people even at that moment around you?
We have security at the front of the house, but they don't come up to the living quarters.
Yeah, you must have some things for yourself.
We've been married a long time, so it's not that important, but you know, they stay on the 1st floor.
And one of our sons lives in the States, and one lives with us.
He just graduated university, and he's visiting here.
And when Mr. Ambassador is not busy, then Michelle, well, she hugs her other friends. We have one more picture. Look at that, George Clooney, baby. Where was this?
In our house.
In the house? You do it in your own house?
In my own house.
But you were there
right
too.
There.
I'm standing behind, but my expression isn't so happy.
Okay, I thank you very much for this interview. Please stay around because we have Jan de Kok, famous artist, and you love art, so we can talk about that. Dames en heren, Mr. Gutman and Mrs. Lowing, het ambassadeur met zijn echtgenote. Thank you very much.